Hi guys, how we doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Happy New Year!
I missed all of you so much. I'm so glad to be back with all of you. It's a good day.
I
Am I doing?
realized
Oh my god, in a year!
Oh my god, we did. It's a new year. Wild. First D&D session of the new year. Am I doing recap? Is that what I'm? Was that what I was being told to do?
you are absolutely doing recap because we
Oh
wouldn't have it
boy.
any other way.
Let me
Um,
let me just. Oh, is there
I
another
also
thing?
realized a minute ago that I didn't update the title on the stream, so I've just done that. So now we're up to date and fixed.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
All
without
right.
any further ado, take us away because I lost the whole stream last time. So that we had an audio issue that meant that none of my audio was recorded for the whole session. So sorry. I don't know what I'm doing, and it's just me doing everything. So that happens. Oops. But yeah, without further ado, sorry, take it away. Take us away.
Take me away. Okay. Um. So session number 41, which happened last year. But I'm just gotta bring that up again. Anyways, so the party is going into the Silent Wood. It's a very very spooky place. There's lots of really tall coniferous trees and everything's a little bit. It's a very not quite dead, but it's a little decayed. Very quiet. Everything's very muffled. There's no wildlife. There's no bird song. It's nothing. The party gets there in the after like kind of early afternoon. So and everyone kind of all has a different experience while they're trucking along in the woods, and so Dice is kind of uncomfortable with the quiet and just kind of like, and then tries to test it out, and it's very just it's kind of like you're in a box, like it's very claustrophobic, because usually you get this kind of echo from the trees, but it doesn't happen here. And then Giger's like, Dice, can it please, for the love of God. Um, so Ando, as he's walking around, he starts carving symbols with the dwarvish rune for the letter P into the trees as he walks along. And and Giger starts having some interesting happenstance as he's walking along. He sees an Imperial soldier kind of off to the side, and when he looks, he disappears. He also hears one of his soldiers say "Captain" right behind him, but no one's there as well. Artemis and his two buddies that he brought along, they're all a little bit nervous. Artemis is kind of like has like a thousand mile stare. Is not quite there, and which makes sense. This is a traumatic moment that happened in the woods for him. Um, and Dice is kind of staring at everybody and kind of vibe checks the woods because that's what Dice does. Dice does several vibe checks. And it's just there's just like this big, heavy, negative emotion that's over everybody, and it's not even like it's coming from a particular person. It's just coming from the woods itself. It seems like. Um, Geez, what else? Oh yeah. So as we're pittering along, Ando actually notices that he finds a tree that already has one of his runes on it, and he's like, "Well, that's weird because we haven't circled back." So he looks at it, and it's the same rune, but it's kind of like at a 45-degree angle. Um, and so he kind of like just forcibly scrawls another thing over top of it, and then keep going, and then he finds another thing. And it's not quite the rune for P. It's like a rectangle without the bottom line attached to it, a bit like an N, which is the dwarven rune for Y. Um, and so he calls out into like to the mist to see if anybody's there, and of course no one responds because the woods are spooky, and that's just how it works here. Um, and the marking looks fresh, like would have been done in the past couple days or so. Um, so Ano kind of like sits with himself for a little bit, and he goes, "How hangry am I right now in this very moment?" And turns out a little bit. It seems like we've been walking around for like 2-3 hours now, but really it's more like 5 to 6. And Ando's like, "Hey Artemis, we really should probably stop pretty soon because it's gonna get dark." And we should be walking around the dark. And Artemis is like, "Yeah, but we gotta get to the place. We don't really want to stop in the middle of this place." So we just kind of like pick up the pace and keep going. Dice for a moment sees a flash of red go past them, and because Dice's dice starts to follow it a little bit to see where it's going, but Dice makes a lot of noise and Giger could hear it. It's like, hey, get back on the trail or I'm gonna come get you. So they do. And then eventually we all approach the temple that is in the Silent Wood that Artemis has been talking about. And it's this clearing in the tree line that's about 100 foot wide. It's got a large altar in it, with the dome over top of it. And Giger immediately clocks it as the thing he's been seeing in his dreams all this whole time. And Artemis is just kind of stunned seeing all of this again. The altar is old, and it's got pillars holding up this dome. There's a table that sits in the middle. There's 3 bodies in it. Two are a little ed up, and then the other one is just charred. So Dice takes a look at this charred body, and the fire that had consumed this body was instantaneous and originated from the floor, didn't come from anywhere else, and it's got too many bones, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's not human, or at least not quite. It's too many bones. And Artemis kind of caresses its cheek. It's what's her name? Grendel? Is it Grendel?
Grendel, yes.
Is his lady love. So that's who it's assumed to be. So he wraps her up in the other 2 bodies, and Dice kind of offers their services, and Artemis is like, nah, dude, I'll take care of this. So yeah, there's Anda feels like a bit of an offness. Everyone feels a bit of an offness, but he uses his primeval awareness, and he kind of, I lost my place. He kind of pings out from the center of the temple, and and there's lots of things. There's lots of things all around us. In the center is vaguely fiendish, that checks out. It's like a residual fiendish energy that kind of spreading out. It was there's lots of undead, not quite undead stuff going on. It's the same feeling that he got when we were in Omnis, in the tunnels of Omnis. So everyone kind of all right, we have a feeling that probably something's about to happen here, and so we start putting cow traps in places and bear traps and random stuff, and start moving around and getting prepared. And then, sure enough, the torches from afar start to light up, and then the Kenku bird people, that spooky bird people we met in Omnis, come out from the woods and start surrounding all of us. And occasionally we're surrounded in magical darkness, and sometimes it goes away, and it's a whole mess. They start coming up to the altar. I'm freaking out, because this game gives me so much anxiety just on the reg. And so then there's a moment where and our lovely DM can correct me on this, because I was panicking so much that I forgot a little bit of it. So Giger is having a chat with Xothkug for a second. It's I need you to protect myself and the party, please, so I can serve you. And there's this bright white green glow from this table, and the hilt of a weapon is inside of it. And so there's some writing that comes over top of the table that Giger can read, because he can read everything. Here resides Xothkug, the key holder, awaiting his beloved, which, I don't know, I didn't know Xothkug had a love life, but good for him. So Giger is sitting there and thinking about this, and he's like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't take this. The last dream I had, when I took a sword, I killed Mafuyu in that dream, so maybe I shouldn't. And that was enough time for our man Artemis to lunge forward and grab it. And Dice can kind of see that he's been plagued by some entity for a while, which honestly Dice probably accidentally sicked on the man, so that's cool.
Yup.
Yeah, so that's cool.
That is your fault.
Yep. That's fine. We'll ignore that fact for now. And so he pulls out this giant ass broadsword from the table, I guess he takes a couple of warlock packs or something. Some crazy warlock things are happening, and then to throw another thing. I don't know. I don't know where that saying was going. Anyways, and to make things more chaotic, one of the Kenkus descends from the ceiling and lands on top of Artemis, and I think a tree branch goes through one of his dudes. Um, that's familiar. So yeah, so we're in the middle of a lot of things happening. And the fight continues, and maybe Giger has warlock powers. I hope he does, because that would be convenient for all of us if he did. And that's
sure
what happened last week.
I'm sure it would.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
And that's what you
Yeah.
missed on Glee.
Basically, geez Louise. So I'm going to open up the tabletop. A couple things from a narrator's perspective that I'm going to touch on and address. So heck, let's just back up just a skosh, and I'll just narrate us in. So in the midst of this fight, first things first, there was a Kenku priest that the party had engaged as they were coming closer, and then they disappeared. You guys didn't have an idea of where they were. Giger heard some residual like chanting going on around them, but it's not a thing that he was able to determine the source of. And there was a moment that Giger like reached out for assistance, for help, for protection, and an answer was given. And the greenish light and the sword doesn't come from the altar. It comes from beneath it, and the altar explodes outward, which is I think it was like 2d6 damage that almost everybody took, as just like shrapnel and stone goes flying. And then there, resting where that was, is the hilt of what appears to be Giger's pack weapon. And in the spans of Giger considering for a moment, I'd like to think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the decision of whether or not to take the sword, because your first instinct is to not to. And then you sat there, and I said you had 30 seconds, and it took a little longer than 30 seconds, which is okay. But Giger didn't go for the weapon. And Artemis had been like checking in on Giger a couple times throughout the fight just to see if he was okay, because he could tell that this was a stressful place for him, and he has this lingering entity that our favorite cleric may or may not have unleashed upon him. And so,
not on purpose,
for reasons unknown at the present time, Artemis took a couple steps forward and draws the blade out. And instead of being this like bone, not quite a scimitar, but that kind of bone sword style, for him, this is still made of bone, but has a much more defined grip. And this is some description we didn't get to last time, but the weapon itself is about 12 inches across and just gargantuan. Like, think Buster Sword levels of huge. I think this would technically qualify as a claymore, but it's a fantasy weapon, and so it doesn't have a technical classification. But it's gargantuan, nevertheless. And in this moment, you watch as this energy circles around him. You watch his eyes like go dark for a moment as these, you don't know what they are, but I'll tell you as your DM, these warlock pacts take hold upon him. Chains that he may or may not have understood when he did what he did. And as this takes place, the Kenku priest that you'd seen earlier drops directly behind him, just in the present moment. And then you hear just this very wet sgoosh is the best way I can describe that.
no.
Little crunch as, if memory serves, let's just pull up our notes here. Yeah, ere you flintmite, his chest explodes outward, leaving behind what looks like either a branch or some kind of bone structure. You're not entirely certain what it is at this point. Giger might have a faint idea what this could be, potentially. And the runes that were ignited when this whole event went off did read, "Here lies Xothkug, the keyholder, awaiting his beloved." And they are slowly starting to fade as we start off our session. So let's see here. A couple things that we have active right now. Looking at the tabletop, I think Spirit Guardians is still active. That's a concentration spell, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this guy right here, well, it's been a couple months, and so this guy, I think, was the darkness that had moved. So that is gone. So we do still have that up. I see squares here. This was from a slowing spell, if memory serves, correct? I believe this went from Ondo, and this little square bit to the southwest. Southeast, rather. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and remove that.
No, that was from Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire.
I
Okay.
think.
Is that still active, or is that a concentration spell?
No, I think that was.
Actually, does that just has a set time limit, doesn't it?
Yes, that had a set time limit of something.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up right here. Up to 1 minute. Each object is outlined. Object infected creatures shed light, basically.
And I want to say that was applied to this guy next to the one that was dead.
Yes, but it's only while they're in that area, correct?
No, I believe that when I cast that spell, anyone in that area would have been hit for a certain amount of time even afterward.
Yeah, because I think make a dex save to avoid getting fairy fired, right?
Correct, because I think just for the next few turns, no matter where they are, they get whoever attacks them gets advantage.
Okay. I think it's supposed to read that if they leave that area, but I'm not sure, and so I think that that's fine if it's not that way. But we're going to kick off here. Let me double check and see if we have an existing turn order. Yeah, we do, but let's roll initiative anyway. It's been a while.
I'm having issues getting to
New initiatives.
There is an updated link for the virtual tabletop, so make sure you use that. It is in the main chat. Also, Giger, I left you a little present in the art channel. Don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wonderful.
I seen.
I've actually, this is a fun fact. So for those of you that are tuning in, oh, beautiful.
Hey, Kyle.
Yes, dear.
Did we short rest on the way to this temple while I was gone?
No.
We did not.
No.
No, you did not.
Wonderful.
This
That
was the
the
point
first
of
question
contention.
the DM had asked, and we were like, fuck.
Wonderful.
I started combat, and I was like, "Hey, did you guys rest and restore any of your hit points from that last combat encounter?" And Evan was like, "Did we?" And I said, "Nope."
Well, I'm going into this with a quarter HP.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure
Where
it'll
is
be fine.
this mythical link you speak of?
It should be
It's in the art
notes.
channel.
I can
Is it in
send
the
it
art
to you.
channel?
It is.
Sorry,
I'll
I'm a dingo
just DM it
sometimes.
to you. 1 second, my guy.
It is in the art channel. Let me go ahead and move that as well. As I was saying, so I paint minis sometimes, but this is a virtual thing. That's the wrong link. It's fine. It's just gone now.
I got it. We're good.
But this is a virtual thing, so I don't get to use them. And so I've literally held on to this mini Giger for months. And whenever any of you are over at my house, I've had to like hide it because it's literally in my cabinet and has been in there for ages. So yeah, that is, or potentially was, your Warlock patron. But we're going to kick us off here. We have initiatives from 4. I think Giger's still on the way. I need you.
Whoa! It actually rolled as me.
That's
Wow.
well.
Jonathan?
It's probably because I have not updated the tabletop yet. We have an update that I have not applied. Also, FYI, for those of you tuning in, I'm going to give a little bit of an apology. That's like not much of an apology. I've just been stressing too much about making this something that is like a big deal, and I don't want to do it like that. So I'm just going to start prepping in a more enjoyable fashion for myself, and we're just going to sit here and have fun, because that's what this is all about anyways. And if that's not okay, then that's really unfortunate, but here we are.
Who needs them?
Say that again, please.
Who needs them? if
Who
it's
needs
not-
them?
Yeah, I'll fight them
I'll fight.
with
Well,
my fists and hands and sometimes my elbows.
yeah,
You,
Fight
I
them
agree.
with my
you sent me the
kindness.
link 11 times.
Listen, it's fine. It's all fine. Great news, my dear friends. As we begin combat this very wonderful day, first person is going to be Artemis. I'm gonna hit
Criminy.
this super low, super low.
Artemis,
Try to
please
avoid
don't
that
kill us.
copyright infringement. So let me tell y'all what happens really
Okay.
quick. Because it's my turn, I get to have fun. You all watch as Artemis kind of like this energy like surges for a moment and then just draws in, and you watch him stand up just a little bit taller. And this sword that he's just pulled with his two hands, he like corrects to a regular grip. And you watch as he levels his eyes on your whole group and just like does a quick just scan, like looks over it, like sees you just like standing there for this present moment, unmoving. They'll be moving very shortly. And just says, "Run."
Yeah, okay.
Beautiful timing for that music drop. God dang. And that's what he's going to do for his turn. The first person in initiative is Mikuyu. What would you like to do?
The fuck?
Sir?
Sorry, I mean the fudge. Why is Mafuyu like? Can I do inspiration to decrease my score and see what the rest of the party does?
You can hold your action.
I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. Can I run? There's bear traps everywhere.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, but we know where they are, right?
Your plan has become your grave.
How far can a jackal leap? I mean, how far can a fox leap?
Jackal.
How far can a fox leap?
Can I
you're
jump
standing...
over? Can I jump over a bear trap?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As
Are
a
you in your
fox
fox
or
form
as a
presently?
human? No. Or is that my turn if I decide to turn into a fox?
It is your action to change forms.
And then, can I move still?
Yeah. You can move, you just won't have an action. Your action is to change forms.
I feel that Mifuyu in this moment in time, with all the adrenaline, will turn into a jackal, or I mean fox form, and peace out.
Okay. You all watch as Mifuyu, he's just had like fox ears and a tail this whole time. There's like a moment where you watch them freeze, and then you watch them just like shrink down in this. How does your transformation look? I'd like to know from your perspective. How do you want this to look? Because we've never transformed before.
Correct. I would think that my body kind of has that moonlit glow. Kind of, if we were to speak of like an evolution type thing of a non-trademark Pokemon type of thing, and then where you glow in a light and then you kind of change form. So with that, I would think she kind of gets covered in this moonlight glow, and then it's like the silhouette of light that shapeshifts into a Arctic fox.
All I can think of right now is like the original like Pokemon Ruby evolution thing, where it like shifts back and forth just faster and faster and faster until it just like settles in the fox form.
Exactly.
I like this visual though, and I like the idea of this almost like magical girl transformation into this fox. And you all watch this tiny little fox is now in the place where Mafuyu was. For the purposes of this, I think we had ruled, or I had ruled, that you get to keep your gear on you. That becomes part of you. If we need to, we can double check that. I've got the guide in my book, in my cabinet, so we can deal with that later. But I will say, for the purposes of this session, your gear is on you, and you have no problems there. You do have 30 feet of movement to use at your leisure.
And
So where's
then-
your token at? Oh, there it is.
I'm right in the middle, right where the lightning thing happened.
Yeah, I see it.
So yeah, I think I would potentially move in this direction and jump over said bear trap.
Okay. That should be fine because you know where it is and you all work together to plan that, so it should be fine. So let me tell you what you see. Actually, no, you're not looking that way. You hop over this bear trap and start just booking it for the tree line. You're not quite sure where you're going or what's ahead of you, but you go. That brings it to where's my thing? There it is. Ando, what would you like to do?
Undo, I think, is probably going. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's lagging just a little bit, but I can hear you.
Okay. So I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us? We can hear you. It's lagging a little bit, but we got you.
Okay. Yeah. Are these walls here? Or
So yes and
is
no.
this-
Where you have the blue lines is where there's a standing wall. Where there's no line, it's
Yeah.
open space, and those
I'm
little pillars
switching-
are pillars.
screens over the tabletop. Are these walls here, or are these like just like an elevated platform?
It's an elevated platform sitting about 6 to 12 inches off the ground with a set of stairs going down towards the surface of the hill. And then it's a downward slope down this hill between, I think, 60 and 100 feet to
Okay.
the tree line.
I will. Probably pull you.
Okay.
And I will run. Is that good?
Yeah, you can run over there. Are you dashing?
I was gonna dash, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely just book it out. You're going to pass one of these Kanku who's on their way to you. But that's fine. You can easily get there. Anything else in your turn, though?
I think that's it.
Okay. That's going to bring it to these guys. This guy is going to move to cut you off. Here. Zoom that out there. You're going to see a flash of moving light over here. As things start moving. Over there. Okay, so let's get into attacks. Okay. So he's going to attack. Starting off good. That's a 23 to hit, Ando. I'm assuming that does hit. Yes? Ando? Everybody else here okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking to me?
Yeah, I've got you.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's just lagging pretty hard on your end, Ondo. So this Kenku is going to come around with the swirling ropes behind him, just pull out a dagger and just stab at you as you run, trying to like get ahead of you and deal 6 slashing damage to you with their dagger. That is it for that one. These guys are getting into position here to do other things, and that. Gotcha. Okay.
I believe they still take damage because it's the Kenku's turn, right?
Yeah, so they would take damage. One of them does from. It doesn't start at the beginning or the end of their turn.
I believe it's the beginning. I will check that.
Let's check that.
Yet again.
And also, while you're checking that dice, what's your one spell?
Warding bond, and yes, it is still on you.
Is that still on? And is there a distance limitation on that?
60 feet.
We're good.
This round.
That's good.
Oh, I need to take.
What's the word, dice?
Okay, yeah. Make a wisdom save.
Beginning or end of the turn?
Yeah. Let's see. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, then that is wisdom save. What's your DC?
I believe it's.
I got a 2 and a 15.
2 fails, 15 saves. So the 15 will take half of this damage, and it's radiant.
Okay, so the fail takes half damage? Or the success takes half damage? Okay, 4.
Yeah, success takes half damage.
Okay, noted. And they're going to move into position knowing that this one's going to go a step further. That brings it to this thing's turn, which is technically right here.
What is that?
That's fun things. You don't get to see what it is. So you all watch.
It enters the area for the first time, so it also takes damage?
No.
Damn it.
No, not even. Not even.
Okay, cool.
It's starting thematically in that area to get near you.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Makes me so happy, Kyle.
Listen, I just care. You know what? Just for you, I'll roll a wisdom save. Let's see how that goes.
Oh,
Just
I'm so
for you.
glad. Just for me. I feel so special.
Oh my gosh.
I have a 10. Let's see how that goes. That's 7 damage?
That's 7 radiant damage.
Noted. Noted.
It heals from radiant damage, fun fact. Bam.
It heals any damage. What can you do, right? What can you do?
Cry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You watch. Actually, let's dive in a little deeper here. Giger, you watch as Uryu like coughs for a second, just like coughs up just a little bit of blood, and is pulled backwards. And you watch a hand just like reach through this this swirling swarm of Dice's spiritual guardians, and you watch this entity kind of like lean down to look in, and you see what looks like the open void of the neck of a human or a humanoid. And inside that, you see what looks to be those 2 glowing eyes that you recognize because you've seen them. every night since you took your pact. And you recognize the glowing eyes of Xothkug looking directly at you. And that's going to be their turn. Well, let's move Burdar out of the way, because Burdar or Iryu is not doing very good right now. Yeah. You watch as Iryu just kind of like disappears, and then you hear like this sickening crunch sound from somewhere above the entryway, and you just see one of the legs of Iryu hanging over this entryway right here. They're going to take a lot of damage. That is that. But bright side, that brings it. Just kidding. It brings it to the necromancer. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Almost your turn. Almost your turn.
Which one's done?
You guys watched this necromancer, this Kenku creature that you've seen just a couple times before. Just kind of hold position right now. Let's see what he's going to do. Give me just a brief moment here.
Which one is that
let's do
one?
that. It's the one that's dropped behind Artemis. Yeah, let's do that. Dice, what's your armor class?
19.
19? Ah, that's a shame. Okay, good to know. You watch as they like level their strength at you. It doesn't hit.
Cool.
Lucky you. But
Lucky
you watch as
me.
them cast this spell, and it goes just a little bit wide as you like just dodge just slightly out of the way of this spell that they issue forth, and you hear it issue out this hissing grunt of anger. And that brings us to Giger. What would Giger like to
Question.
do? Answer.
Does Dice recognize what the spell is at all? Is this a spell Dice can cast, theoretically?
I mean, you can make an Arcana check if you'd like to. What's your reasoning?
I just want to know what this guy is able to sling at me. That's all.
You'd like to use your action to make an
Curiosity.
Arcana check.
That's absolutely not what I'm gonna do. Carry on.
Okay. Giger, what are you doing?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Isn't it though?
Isn't it? So let's see here. Xothkug's poked his little head in. That's sweet.
Little's a term for it.
Little, yeah. The you know,
To be fair, the head is head-sized.
yeah. It's just mounted on a torso. It's fine.
Yeah, as heads are.
It's-
It's just upside down
yeah, you know,
and has no face.
yeah, it's good. Good times. Good
Details.
times. Details. It's all the details. So Ondo is out of the
Can
building.
anyone else hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
'Cause I
Oh.
cannot.
He's showing as muted on my side.
Here, let me.
Mute
seen
and
it around
unmute
me.
yourself real quick.
How's that?
I can
'Cause
hear
I'm
you.
only hearing Kyle's.
I can hear him.
Same.
There. Okay.
Uh,
I got two.
can you
Maybe.
hear
Try to
him?
mute yourself.
Yeah, mute and unmute again.
Here. Maybe I should just refresh
Nothing.
the page.
You can give it a go. Yeah, it's up
But
to
you're
you.
also
We'll be right back. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
All right. How about now?
Hello and welcome back.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I've always heard you
Okay. Good.
every moment.
I don't think.
And then Percy can hear him?
Yes.
Yeah, I can
Huh.
hear Percy. I can hear
'Cause
everyone.
I cannot hear him.
I got nothing either.
This
This is
fun.
fascinating. Okay.
Okay, well,
They might have to
you guys
refresh,
continue.
too.
Yeah,
Want me
why
to
don't
roll
you
this
two refresh? Dowd, do you hear Giger?
I hear everything, big guy.
Beautiful. Makes my heart happy.
Send
So
me the
Giger,
tortilla.
oh, no worries, no worries. You eat that tortilla. Just do it on mute. Thank you. So that was so savage, and I didn't mean it to come out like that.
No tortilla ASMR?
No tortilla ASMR, please.
Sad.
We already had
If
noodle
there's-
ASMR.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's eating sounds directly in my ear. And I enjoy ASMR. That not so much. But Giger, sweet boy, what are you doing?
Oh, let's see here. So, surveying the land here. Dice is right there next to where Xothkug is, yeah?
Correct.
And if I'm not mistaken, Mafuyu and Ondo have flown the coop, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying
So they're free and clear, at least for now. They're out of the building.
Yes.
Where's Dow?
Dow's not on this page. Let's put you a token down, Dow. Dow,
I
I'm going to
pass
throw
you
down
a
your...
message about that.
Thank you. Sorry, we got a lot going on.
No, you
I am
do a
gonna-
lot of things,
I
especially
do
right
do
now.
a lot of things. I do a lot of things.
I mean, I eat this tortilla. We both got
Yeah,
stuff going on.
Honestly, we both got a lot going on.
It's
And I
pretty
get that.
Hands are very full when you're eating a tortilla.
That's what, it's like toasted and stuff. So,
All right, Dow,
I can
your
also
token
now
is
hear
down.
Giger.
Beautiful.
oh, I'm in the building. That's cool.
Yeah, you're in the building. Everybody is in the building, so I feel that makes sense.
Okay. I'll be
So
in the
you can
building.
move yourself where you'd like to be.
That is honestly perfect.
Bless your
so
soul.
that is
Thank
that. Giger, you see what you see. You have Dow just a little bit away from you at this point until he moves his token and moves somewhere else. We have these. Actually, did I? I didn't even roll for this sweet boy. Let me make sure he's added to the initiative real quick, just to make sure. I always want to make sure our bases are all covered here. Okay, dope. Well, they'll have a fun time next time. You see that there's still a couple. The room that you're in right now is clear, other than this Kanku priest and Artemis. And then there's one dead Kanku that's slung over the wall to the southeast. And there's Kanku, it sounds like skirting around the building. But other than that, the building is clear.
Cool. Giger is going to look at Artemis and give him kind of that knowing deal, and then say, "He will kill you, you know." And then he is going to look to everyone else and scream, "Run!" And then he is going to run.
Okay. Where does
I'm
actually you're gonna run?
yeah.
Okay, dope. Where are you going?
I'm going towards Dow.
Also, where is there? Let's fix that real quick right there. So you're gonna go towards Dow. How far are you running? Just out of curiosity.
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay, well, go ahead and move your token real quick.
Working on that.
No stress.
Yeah,
Only
just
stress.
double check.
That's
everything.
10 right there, right?
Yeah, it's 10. Every square is 5 feet.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
technically 4 squares to a square, but that's just tiling, so it's fine.
So yeah, basically I'm just running over to where Dow is.
Yeah, you take up a defensive position against Dow. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
I'll look to Dow and say, "We need to retreat. We need to retreat now." And that, I think, will be, aside from drawing Dow's sword, that's the only thing other than that I can do.
Okay. That is going to bring it to Dice. What would you like to do?
Oh, criminy. Alright. Xothkug's right there. No, but I really know that. But he is. Everyone's getting that much.
Let's make sure you are acting on your character's knowledge.
I know. I know.
I mean, to be fair, you did just hear a wet and meaty smack from that side of the building, and then hear a sickening crunch from that doorway, just to make sure you know.
Yep, thank you for that.
I just want to make sure that you know what's going on. I'm just caring, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, Artemis has told Dice to run, and Giger has told Dice to run. Not that they particularly want to, but that is what they've been commanded to do in this moment, and Dice wants to trust Giger as best as they can, so they're going to just take his advice. Last I saw, Mafuyu was running out this side, so that's probably where Dice is going to head.
Okay.
Taking my spiritual guardians with me, so I can go 5. I can take diagonals, right?
Yeah, it's 5 10s for diagonals. So the first diagonal is 5 feet, the second diagonal is 10 feet.
Oh, right. Okay, so 5. Okay, so Dice has a running speed of 30.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dice is going to dash on this turn. So Dice will end up roughly here. And then Dice is going to pick up Mafuyu.
I do have a slight problem.
Okay.
Actually.
What's your problem?
I need you to make a save real quick.
I gotta make a save? Okay. What brand?
I need you to make a dexterity save, if you would, please.
Shit, I'm not good at those.
There's this little tiny thing called a bear trap in your way.
Shit! I forgot about the bear trap!
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You are rock.
Okay. That's about what I expected, Jonah. Way to hit average. Way to hit average, Dice. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you are not there. You are actually
cool
here. And you're going to take damage.
Yeah, excellent.
You take 2 damage. As you're like, I've got to run, I got to go, and you like step, and you hear this chunk as this thing just collapses around your foot, and you feel the metal prongs just like dig into your ankle. And as your body goes to carry you forward, you just feel this chain just stop you right where you are in your tracks.
Is it? It's not attached to the ground, is it? The chain?
Stock hunting traps are. It's how they're traps. Otherwise, they'd just be feisty.
All right. Can Dice try to keep running with the bear trap still on?
I mean, if you'd like, you'd have to use your action to make a strength check.
Okay. Dice is a strong lad. So I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking that Dice can kind of brute force the chain peg from the floor and just kind of keep going.
Well, Dice is also a D&D character that's fighting against metal that's hammered into the ground, and we'll have to make a strength check using their action to do so.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay.
New Year, same rules.
New Year, same rules. Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. How far have you traveled already?
That'd be 30.
Okay.
Where I'm at right now.
Just FYI, if you manage to free yourself, you still can't move any farther.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Yeah. Okay. So what am I? Can I convince you to let me use? Actually, it wouldn't be any different. Never mind.
No, you can't use guidance on this.
No, not those. Not what I'm gonna say. Okay, is it a save or a check? What am I doing here? It's a check, strength check.
It is a strength check.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, please, lady. Okay, help me out here.
Yeah, a 15 is enough. You wrench your leg free of it, just feeling these nails just drag down your ankle and your feet.
Cool.
But you break free. You have your mobility the next turn, and that little doohickey over there is damaged.
Oh, and I'm going to cast. Wait, shit. Can I do that?
You
I
have
can.
used your action.
Yes.
No. Can you?
I can. Because. Shit, I don't have it. I don't have it. Never mind. Sorry, Dal.
I thought so.
I was gonna heal Dal,
Yeah,
but
sorry, that
I
is,
don't
that
have
is
that
your
spell.
action.
Cool. Then I guess I'm done here.
Okay, that brings it to Dow. What would you like to do?
So things were bad. Artemis made a sword from stone, and things got worse.
Yes.
I'm gonna run over and try and wrestle the sword from Artemis to put back in the stone.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's all.
Okay. Well, let's do it as a grapple check then. So you're going to do a strength check, and it's going to be versus his strength or dexterity, depending on which is.
I want to do a thing, Kyle. I don't know if we've done this, but I did reread house rules, and rule number 1.
Blood dice.
The blood dice, Kyle. Could
Blood dice.
Okay. You're going to use
we
the blood
toss some
dice.
blood dice in there?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Kyle, I'm absolutely positive that I'm going to use a blood dice to make Artemis's roll bad, and then I'm going to use an inspiration to make mine good.
Just a quick reminder for anybody here, players, and anybody that's listening that has not done this. I have a rule called the Blood Dice of Akathar, whereupon you can. Then you need to refresh your browser. You can invoke the Blood Dice of Akathar and get an extra d6 towards whatever roll you would like. However, I, or benevolent DM, get one as well for whatever I want. It is a 1-to-1 ratio. Yours have to be used within a session. Mine stack for the campaign because they're feisty, and I like that. So you're going to use a Blood Dice to lower his roll and use Inspiration to increase yours?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's start with my inspiration dice so I can just add it to my roll. All right.
Okay.
It's just a strength check.
Yeah. Let's double check some things real quick while we're doing that.
Yeah. Because we haven't used blood dice, and
We haven't. No, do it. It's solid.
Can I? Do you roll the dice for Artemis? The blood dice?
I do roll the blood dice.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I got to roll because I'm subtracting.
15 plus 3 is 8. Do you want to roll?
Yeah, I want to roll Artemis's blood dice. So
Okay,
he will
roll
subtract.
blood dice. Go
He'll
for it.
subtract
5. Nice roll. Very solid. Let me take a look real quick here at some things. Yeah, he's gonna use his acrobatics because that's a lot better. So we're gonna roll. No, you can't, because you are the contester. He is the contestee.
Fair.
So let's do this. 18 minus 5 is a 13. Yours is a 15 plus 3 is an 18. So you reach down and just rip this blade out of his hand.
And I want to put it back in the stone.
Okay. You may do so.
And I'm going to hold it there for a second.
Should I charge him a full action?
Me?
I think I should.
You can charge me a full action for ripping it out of his hand. That's fine.
Well, I'm considering charging you a full action for both.
Yeah.
You know what? No, we'll do this. You rip it out. That's your action to pull it out of his hand. You take it, and you just push it into this stone, and it fits perfectly into this groove that it cut when it came out. And you hold it there.
Yeah,
and that is your turn.
Yeah. Yep. That's my turn. I am not letting go of this thing.
I'm going to put you right there on top of that, because that's where you would be. Beautiful. That brings it to the top of the initiative to Artemis. You watch as he looks at you for just a second and looks down at his hand where you've just ripped it from him, and he goes like this.
Hold on, I can't see you.
He just goes like this. Just puts his hand up.
At all, Kyle. Can someone mimic
Well,
Kyle's movement?
Yeah, can someone mimic my move? He goes like this and just smiles and closes his fist, and your hands close on nothing as he draws
Guys, we gotta kill
his
Artemis.
packed weapon to him.
Great.
And he levels his gaze towards you and says in a voice that's on the surface level his, but there's this gnarled feminine voice beneath it. And he looks towards Giger, and he looks towards you, and he says, Xothkug is mine. This is the only way. And he is going to make 2 attacks. Let me double check real quick.
Okay.
A quick rule here. Okay, beautiful. Use your action. Nah, that is the action. Okay. That's all he's going to do because he's used his action to pull his weapon.
That nod to Giger, you know what we got to do.
That brings it to these guys. Well, this guy who's going to run in here. Also, Dice, you took your doohickey with you, right?
I did. I don't know how to move it.
You ask me, and I move things for you. Oh, there's 3 layers of things in there. Interesting. Okay. That is that. This guy is going to... These are caltrops here, right? Let's see the rules for caltrops. Dex save or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage.
What?
Okay. 1 piercing damage. Okay. He's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. I know it's I'm a little nervous for it, honestly, but we'll see. Saving throw. Natural roll is dirty 20, but so he's not gonna. He still takes damage. Creatures in most CDs stop moving and take 1. Until the creature gains at least 1 hit point, its walking speed is reduced by 10 feet, which is really funny. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and engage Dow. That's going to be a... He's just going to punch you, my dude. Solid. Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
No, my AC's what do you get? 22. My AC is 23.
Are you sure about that?
No, it's 17.
You sure about that? Okay, I was gonna say he does do 11 bludgeoning damage.
I'm sorry, he did 11.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's Pog. That's woo. Okay.
It's some heavy.
I don't have any diamonds, guys. I have no diamonds.
No diamond.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
No
update
diamond.
my HP. All right.
That brings it to Dannison. What would you like to do?
I think Mafuyu seeing... I think I'm still going to go in the same direction as I was.
Mhm.
And towards Ondo, seeing that he's... I think I'm going to move over here. And attack this guy. And I think I get advantage because I am in Vixen form. And I believe I get advantage with pack tactics.
Let me double check that for you.
When there's another...
We could also have a flanking advantage. if you move one more square.
True.
Don't think foxes get pack tactics.
Because don't I get everything of a fox? Because it says Jackal has advantage on attack rolled against a creature if at least one of the Jackal's allies is within 5 feet of the creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
Oh.
Let me double check. Let me grab my guide real quick, because this is coming up a lot of questions on the Hangi Yokai that we haven't dealt with before. Let me grab that real quick, and I'll be right back with that. We'll find out for sure.
And then if not, then I will do the same thing that Ando mentioned about flanking.
I'm just gonna wheeze. I'm gonna sit here and wheeze for a little bit.
Sit here and wheeze. I did a really dumb thing and didn't take Healing Word, which is my long distance healing spell. Just I don't have it. Straight up. I have a plan. I guess I have a plan B. Yeah, I could do this. That's fine.
All right, let's consult the guide here. Alrighty. Animal ancestry. Do you gain the characteristics of a jackal? Hold on.
Dice, do you only have Cure Wounds?
I have another spell that I can use. So
Another one?
I got another one.
Yeah, I only have
watching
2.
spell slots. Yeah, so if you're using the stats of a jackal, which is per the guide, which is correct, you do get pack tactics. So that gives you advantage.
Cool. Awesome. So I will features Vixen form, Jackal. How do I Jackal? Bite. Did I roll it?
I don't see it yet.
Maybe? How do I roll this?
Mayhaps. There should be a thing on your character sheet. Let me take a quick little peeksy poo here.
I'm clicking on it, but nothing's happening.
Features. Vixen form.
Featuring
Open this.
Ludicrous.
It might not let you do that. I'll roll it for you while you're in that form. Hold on.
And then I would hit the plus sign.
Yeah, I think I have to. Okay. Now hold on a second.
How do you roll 0?
How?
How did you do that?
I'm sorry. It is technically 1d4 minus 1 piercing damage.
That's so sad.
So.
Oh, well, okay. Cool. Can I? Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I just
I've never
imagine
seen that
Mafuyu
before.
jumping up and biting and doing the kitten bite face.
Okay.
Just
So
a
yeah,
little
I
uwu
guess
face.
I'll just
Sorry about that. I'm back.
give him a little nibble. And
You nibble him. I'm so
nibble
sorry.
on the ear and just whisper some sweet nothings. Like you're doing great.
Hey, little mama.
Just like gum a little
You're
bit.
doing great.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Cheers,
free real estate.
2022.
Oh my gosh. So that's a thing that happened. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna cry on the inside.
Okay. Do you want to cry on the outside too? Because like that gum.
Yeah.
That brings it to Ondo.
Yeah, this guy that's right here next to me. I'm telling you now in studio, and then I'm gonna do it because I think that's just gonna be easier for communication. I'm gonna move one down to get flanking with the fox. And then I'm going to smack him with my axe, probably twice.
Okay.
And we are going to see what that does.
Okay. Sounds good.
If I deal damage twice on the second time, I'll apply the Colossus Slayer.
Woo,
Okay.
get him.
So do your rolls and then hop back over into Lightstream. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, a 9 and a 3 do not hit. There are the blood dice, if you'd like to use them. I mean, we have a precedent this session. If you'd like to use those, you can. But unfortunately, a 9 and a 3 do not hit as is.
I am okay.
Okay. You kind of like get into this.
I get 3 a session.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
It's a little spicy. You kind of like get into position and like swing your axe and do the best you can to hit when something catches your eye. And you realize, looking into this like temple area, is what looks like a massive elk. And you're one of the first people, other than Giger, to see this thing in its entirety. What you see is what looks about 10 feet tall at the shoulders, 10 to 12 feet tall at the shoulders, with a set of human hands hanging down from like its midsection. What looks like the body of an elk covered in just like flaked out bark, little bits of blood from you don't know what, and just mangy fur, where at the top of its neck, instead of having where you'd expect to see a head, it looks like 2 humanoid torsos that have been just stuck together and just merged. The lower one has a set of what looks like elk jawbones that comes down like this to frame the open hole that is this creature's face. And down from like right behind that is a second set of hands that is now holding the side of this structure looking in. Coming out from the top, that top torso, its arms go out like this and become massive antlers. And that, it looks like, is what has pinned Eru Flintmite to the top of the temple, where he is now hanging deceased, with a little stone a spike sticking out of his chest. And it's the vision of that helps throw off your aim on these 2 hits, as you just see this entity for the first time. All told, it's about 20-ish feet tall, 20, 25. Size large. But yeah, so that's your turn. That brings it to, unless there's anything else you'd like to do?
Could I roll those with advantage?
Oh shoot! Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, let me check. Let me check that.
If we can do it with the we can do it for you.
Okay, yeah. Now in both hit.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah. A 13 and a 14 do a lot better on this guy. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So that is.
They do?
Yeah, those both hit now. That's a lot better.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Wonderful description, though.
No,
You did
it's okay.
great.
Listen, I care. So you see this and you're just like, that's scary, and just like keep hitting things.
That's scary.
And that's the Colossus Slayer damage. And that is automatically applied. I believe so. It's been a minute.
No, that's not an automatic application. I gotta roll for it.
Okay. And you just choose when it comes on?
I get to do it when the enemy is less than max HP, and I get to... Did you catch that?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Max, and you do something damage. Okay, I understand. Yep. We're good. I'm just gonna start memorizing that for you, and for me, honestly. That brings it to these guys. This guy is going to attack He'll do an unarmed strike. Sweet. $16 to hit Ondo. This one's going to come around as well and try to flank with Ondo, because Ondo's the biggest threat. That's a 6. These two are going to come in here and stand there, seeing the caltrops and just everything going on. Let's do this. Hold on. So, Ondo, armor class is... Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that one is not a ton. And I'm going to start hiding those again because you guys don't need to see what the actual damage is. So that's going to hit you for 5 damage as another one comes up behind you and just starts wailing at you, trying to get you off guard in this jewel that you've become engrossed in. That is their turn. It is now his turn. And so here's the deal. Dannison. High or low?
Hi.
Beautiful. This beautiful entity is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No.
5.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
beans.
We'll go.
Why can't it just go towards the sword?
Okay.
Oh, beans.
Can I change my answer to low?
Oh no. It's way too late for that. Mafuyu, hold on. Let's just double check here. Mafuyu, I've been thinking, I would love for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Can I? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Is
And
it
this
possible
is based
to
on
also
your
use
wisdom.
Okay, and is it also possible to use inspiration dice on this?
If you'd like to.
Can I?
Sure. Do you have them?
I have 5.
Oh, then yeah, you got a couple. Yeah, if you'd like to use one, you can. Why don't you roll, see what you get, and then decide if you want to use it. Would you
What
like
did
to
I
use
roll?
it? You rolled
Yes.
an 11. Yeah,
I
go
would
ahead
like
and roll
to
it.
use- So that's 1d6, right?
Yeah. 1d6.
1d6. 16.
16, up to you. Do you want to draw or stay?
I think, yeah, sure, I'll stay.
Hold on. What did we learn from
16.
Giger?
Oh,
What did we learn from
16.
Giger last session? We don't think, we act.
16.
16. So we're just 16?
16.
Okay. Unfortunately, 16 is not enough. Luckily for you, I already know Mifuyu's greatest fear. You watch as, first of all, this creature tramples and lumbers into view, standing twice as tall as Ondo, just massive in its just supreme glory. And you watch as it looks at you, and then you and it and Ondo are alone. There's nothing else around you. That's all you can see is just you, it, and Ondo. And as your vision kind of like goes in and out and everything kind of like blurs like mentally, you watch one of these Kanki just stab Ondo. And you watch this just blood. And more until they're just gushing blood. Almost like there's like arterial damage and there's just blood everywhere. And my sweet Hengyokai, my little fox friend, you are now frightened. If you would like, you may make a wisdom saving throw. Actually, hold on.
Question.
Yes?
Does a 17 save? Because Mafuyu gets a +1 bonuses to saving throws because of Warding Bond.
Okay, please tell me that in advance.
I'm so sorry. I just remember that now.
Let me look at Warding Bond. Okay. A 17 just barely saves. You're very, very lucky. You see this creature, you see this effect, and the emotion passes.
Jesus effing Christ. Ugh.
Dang it, I lost this initiative. Hold on. See, he was right after that guy. Sorry,
I got you covered, Mafuyu.
Do you?
Well,
Only barely.
You know what? Just know, I don't think it was lost because I am still on it.
I will say,
oh my God.
for
I'm
the purposes
sweating.
of
Oh my
this,
God.
if you succeed on the saving throw, you technically don't have to view the illusion. So you don't have to be affected by that if you succeed on the saving throw. Just so you know. With that, it is... Why is this all changing here? Update combatant. That was the... I apologize, I messed up all of our initiatives here. Well, my initiatives don't matter. This was it. Beautiful. Okay. That is fixed. That brings it to this guy. You watch as Artemis starts swinging at you guys, like just trying to keep things stable. He's got his hand on his sword. He's pulled this pack weapon from the slit that Dao tried to put it in, and is just at this point keeping you all at bay. And Dao, you're in the perfect place to watch this priest behind him, and Giger, you're here too. See him wrap an arm around Artemis's neck, and you see that dangled in his hand is a small medallion, and the priest is going to whisper a word in Artemis's ear, and you watch as they both disappear.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. There's a small poof of like black smoke, and they just fade into this void, and you do not see them. Because magic. And that is their turn. That brings it to... Okay. That brings it to Giger. What would you like to do?
That's a fun question that you ask there.
Isn't it?
Let's see here. Having seen Artemis go, I Dao is still engaged with the Kenku there, yeah?
They are both gone. Artemis and the Kenku have disappeared.
Oh, okay.
There is still the warrior that's right here. So there is still that one technically. I apologize. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh, no, you're good. Okay, well, in that case, I am going to tell Dao, as I'm running towards Dice, to, again, run. We need to retreat. And then I am going to zoot. Let's see here. What's my movement again? I think 25, yeah?
That sounds about right.
25, so I'm going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Just a quick FYI before you move.
Yep.
If you're interested in this, you see those blue lines around the temple?
Yeah.
Those are the only places where there are walls.
Oh!
If you're
okay.
looking for extra speed, you can jump down from there.
Cool, yeah, then I am just going to go ahead and, well, oh, the game's paused. I can't move my guy. There it goes. So we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to pause you for just a quick second here. I think we're having some technical difficulties with cameras and that. Give me just a brief second, okay? Do you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think people are... There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Continue. Sorry. Life was crazy for a second.
Life's always crazy, man.
I think Ondo and Mephi were having issues getting in. Do continue, please, Giger.
Okay, so after I have run, I'm going to look up towards where I saw Dice and see if they are exiting. And then my plan is to kind of run around to those stairs and meet up with Dice and hopefully Dao.
Okay.
I don't know if I've really noticed. Would I see? Oh, yeah, no, I'd see Xothkug by now.
At that point, yup.
Yep, so that's same plan. Same plan.
Okay. And just a small reminder for you, just to sink it in, you know, rub a little salt on the wound. Your house hall?
3 feet 1 inch.
That means he is 4 to 5 times as tall as you are.
Yeah.
Him's a big boy.
Him's a big boy.
That will bring it to Dice. What would you like to do?
That's me. Okay, we're gonna go because Giger messed it up a little bit. We're gonna move 5 feet this way. And Dice is going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
So 6 creatures I can see within 30 feet of me, which is everybody. Are going to get some hit points. I'm casting it.
Prayer of Healing is a ritual spell.
At 3rd level. Is it?
Question.
Yeah.
Question.
That's the one that we've done this before.
What is your casting time?
Yeah.
Apparently it's too long. So you know what? Well, let's see. God damn.
Yeah, casting time for Prayer of Healing is 10 minutes.
I try so hard. Okay, cool. Never mind. You know what? Forget everything I ever said about anything ever.
Sorry, guys. You gotta heal between encounters.
I will weep then. I just want to make sure. I just want to heal Dao. That's all I want to do in this life. Let's see. Okay, so knowing that we're not going to go 5 feet that way. Okay, yeah. We're gonna move. Let's see. Oh man, it's all gonna be bad news bears. Dao, are you looking like exceptionally rough?
Yeah.
Okay, word. Okay, so yeah, Dice.
On a scale of 1 to 53, I look about an 8.
Did you hear that?
Cool. All right. So if I get here, let's see. So he's kind of like awkwardly on this table. Am I gonna end up colliding with this table? No. Okay.
Real quick, I can't hear Dow. Can anybody else hear Dow?
I can hear him.
Yes.
I am
Interesting.
speaking.
Yes,
I
can hear Dow.
Because I think that's the issue.
I can hear now.
Refresh. One moment.
Okay.
Uno
Well, that's
momento,
the issue.
por
He says he's
favor.
refreshing. One moment.
Okay.
Uno
So
momento, por favor.
since I've moved this way towards Dow and my
I'm
aura has
back.
gone with me, does that mean that this guy has entered my range for the first time? So he takes damage.
He has to enter, not vice versa, if memory serves.
Okay, cool. So yeah, then Dice is gonna slap some healing onto Ondo. Not Ondo, onto Dow.
Gracias.
My dude bros mixed together. So yeah, we're gonna heal Dow at 3rd level Cure Wounds. And cast. All right, so that's 10 healing for you. And then with that, I've moved 20, 25, 30, and I will end up right in the exact same spot I started in.
Just gonna double check here.
Hey, can you hear me now, Kyle? Dope. Lávate las manos, Kyle.
I'm just double checking ruling of I can't hear anything.
I will now be speaking to Kyle via messenger pigeon only for the next hour and 15 minutes.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna refresh my page and see if that fixes all these issues.
Ooh.
Stand fast.
Cheers.
I'll cheers to that.
How many messenger pigeons do you have?
Only the one, and he's gonna have to work real hard.
Did you name him?
Yeah, his name's Pidgey.
Pidgey? Okay.
Why are you guys talking about
Pidgey the
Pokemon?
Pudgy
Not to be confused with the Pokemon Pidgey,
Right.
No, they're different.
because we don't have that copyright or
Yeah, you watch
Y'all,
we
the
don't
I'm
have
video.
the
getting-
rights.
I'm getting the anxiety sweats from this fight. I gotta.
So we have a slight
I-
issue.
Was
Go ahead.
almost in tears.
I'm so sorry. Well, a little bit. I'm not super sorry, but I'm a little sorry. I don't mean to make you
Until
cry,
that
but also
literal 1 point.
Warning bond comes in clutch. You also have a +1 to
I-
AC.
Because, like, that was the one thing I keep remembering was the AC part. But then
Yeah.
I have it in my notes that says literally a +1 to saves. But I was so stressed out about it. I was like, I'm not going to look at my notes. I just don't want to die.
Everything is going to happen. Things will happen for sure.
Everything is
I
everything
can't
is
wait
part
to
of it.
just one shot Xothkug. I can't
Right?
wait to go. Hey Kyle, I want to slash him across the eyes and blind him. But then I get a nat 20 and he dies because that's how
Yeah.
the game works, right?
That's how,
Slash him a
it's
little bit too
clearly.
That's how it
Yeah, the
works.
question
before.
of how do you want to do this is like what I'm really just banking on right now.
Yeah. No, I'd take Xothkug.
Just kick him. Just kick him right in the shin.
Honestly,
A good shin kick
Okay.
is gonna put anyone down. Honestly,
if I
seriously.
can't see him, he can't see me. And my
Right.
eyes are
That's
closed.
exactly how that
you
works.
all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yes.
Can you hear me,
Uh,
Kyle?
oddly enough.
yes, I can hear you. I've actually heard you for a couple minutes, but I forgot to rejoin, and so I've just been like talking about why the heck you're talking about Pokemon in the middle of D&D.
Well, we're just talking
You
about how I
just
could
must
one
be
shot
stuff.
Xothkug.
So
We talked
Here
about the
is-
messenger pigeon.
the thing, Spiritual Guardians does damage the first time it enters a creature's area once a turn. So I will rule that it's the first time that spell, except for when it is cast, enters the creature's area. but it only happens once. So it'll either happen now as you enter the area, or it, like for example, like if you were to go in his area now, it does cast and it does hit him.
Okay.
But if he goes into your area on his turn, it's still that same round of combat.
Okay.
Because I think that sounds right.
All right, then I will roll 3d8 for you. And then he has to make a wisdom save. Pretty please.
Okay. And it's a wisdom save or take damage?
Yes. Or wisdom save or take half damage.
12.
That does not save.
Okay, so he takes 17?
Yep.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah, you watch as he's like just torn asunder by your spell that you're keeping up. Now this is concentration, correct? And how long does it last?
That is a good question. I will check that for you.
What do your
My dear.
spirit guardians look like? I don't think I was here for that.
They're not really like people or weapons or anything. It's just kind of like a silvery, wispy fog of like there's some like feathers, there's some flower petals thrown in there, but there's kind of like these angry strands of I guess kind of hair that like whip out and lash out at people occasionally. So like when he gets stuck on somebody, it's just
Solid.
So are they kind of like jellyfish with feathers?
no. It's very disembodied in my brain. Okay, usage 10. Wait, how do I?
What's going on?
I think it's 10 minutes.
It is concentration up to 10 minutes. Up to 10
I think
minutes.
so.
So we need to
Cool.
keep track of that.
Awesome.
But regardless, that is that, and that is your turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful.
I've healed. I've gone up to Dow. I've healed Dow, and I have gone back again to the same spot I was before.
That brings it to down. What would you like to do?
Oh man. Oh dude. What would I like to do? Here's what I'm gonna do, Kyle. I'm gonna cast telekinesis on this Kenku, and I need a strength save.
You're gonna yeet the cake out of the temple.
Oh, I'm gonna do more than yeet him. I'm
Okay,
gonna
good.
yeet him into the bear trap.
Yes.
Okay. So hold on.
Yeah, so
What?
I have telekinesis here. So you can move a huge or small creature, make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength check. If you win the contest, you can move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward but not beyond the range of this spell. So, I do a charisma check, and he does a strength check, because charisma is my spellcasting modifier.
Let me double check here. Just
Yeah, I
because that's a 5th level spell, and that's, I'm just double checking because I
Yeah,
know
I
where it's coming from, and I'm
Yeah,
making
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh,
'Cause
I'm
that is
jealous. You're casting a 5th level spell.
I don't
Zam.
do it often.
Guys, I just almost finished an entire... Oh, no, I finished an entire bottle of wine in this stream.
You're gonna need it.
See? Done.
This is coming from Unseen Hand, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Empower your telepathic abilities. Rest. Okay. That is that. At 6th level, range of 20 feet. Okay, sorry, it's very confusing wording. So the spell does cast, and it's reading limits on it. 'Cause you
Yeah.
are past 6th level, and you have taken Unseen Hand.
Yeah, so I can move it 20 feet instead of 30, I believe. And that bear trap to the north is 20 feet away.
Yeah, just kind of interesting. Okay, so that is, you have a limited range of 20 feet. So, and it's a strength save to do that. Sorry, a lot of things happening. Double checking everything.
Yeah, no worries.
Strength check. It's interesting that it's not a specific check. It's just strength.
Well, it's a strength check versus my spellcasting ability check. So I still have to roll a grid.
Oh, agreed. It's interesting that it's not
a save. It's because it's like
not like an ability.
Yeah.
Well, that's not great. I'll tell you what. It's a 3.
All right. Well, let's see if I do better.
It's a 4.
What's
Open style.
Well, it's a natural 1 that is also a 4.
Which only counts for attack rolls.
Sweet. So I'm gonna move him into the bear trap.
by a technicality?
Yeah, that's how you've ruled the whole time.
Yep.
So hold
Cheers.
on.
So
Cheers.
I'm moving him the 20 feet into that bear trap to the north of me.
When they con, you maybe creature up to 20 feet in any direction, including up or down. Then the next spell until the next turn, a creature restrained suspended in midair. And is it being suspended in midair?
I don't believe I have to suspend him, do I? It's if I continue.
You don't. I'm asking if you do.
No, I'm dragging him across the ground.
Okay.
Into the bear trap. Chest first.
Telekinesis, which cost an action or telekinetic charge, maintain on a turn unless you actively move what you have in your telekinetic grasp. So this takes one of your telekinetic charges,
Yes.
and it will take a second charge to move again. Every turn, it sounds like from the wording of the ability, it would take an extra charge.
So I believe I get to do the one move. I can maintain my telekinetic grip to keep him there, but if I try and move him again, it takes another.
Yes, that's what I'm saying as well. Okay, so we are agreed.
Yeah.
And that deals damage based on that.
And I don't think he could make a dex save if he's being held still by telekinesis.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna get you on a technicality here.
Yeah.
So telekinesis is listed lifting the object. I'll read telekinesis again just to make sure. For example, like if you lift up somebody with the force, they still have movement of their arms and legs.
Fair.
So technically, it's a matter of lifting up his legs if he sees that. Let me read this if it's a full restraint or what's going on.
But I was also saying I'm dragging him chest first across the ground.
Well, yes, but still technicalities. To the end of the restraint.
This is some Looney Tunes stuff right here.
Double checking everything.
Yep.
Especially if it's online. Okay, so official ruling per the wording of the spell, the creature is restrained by telekinesis per the second thing. Till the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip. The restraint condition grants disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, not on automatic failure. So he does still save, but he has disadvantage.
Great.
17 against the bear trap, which is a 13. So he does save.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep my grip on him.
Let me double check that.
Well, so it says.
I don't think that is correct. No, I don't think. I think you're correct. I think that my tabletop is adding a buff that he shouldn't have.
Yeah, no worries.
Because that is not.
It would make me sad if the Kenku that's being dragged by a telekinetic force was able to save from bear trap, and Dice, who just is able-bodied and walking around, could not.
I mean,
Be funny though.
It would be really funny.
oh, that's hella wrong. That's what that is. Okay, hold on.
I am holding on for dear life.
I don't think that is the correct thing. Hold on. Apologies.
Look, you gotta
He's gonna take the hit for sure.
You gotta hold on to what you've got.
I just want to get that corrected in the future so that it's not a continual issue.
Oh, we're
And I
halfway there.
apologize. So he is
All the
getting hit.
anxiety and fear that I'm feeling. I'm
Listen,
feeling really
guys.
good right now, guys.
You love this. You love this. This is why you guys play.
Yeah, it's to have a panic attack every Wednesday.
Well, same. It's okay. You guys had the panic attack on Wednesday. I have it the rest of the week leading up to Wednesday planning this nonsense.
So it evens out.
Hey,
It nets
not any
out.
different from the rest of my week where I have panic attacks every day because school is stressful.
Honestly, it sounds
So
like you have
honestly-
less panic attacks.
We need to make
Period.
sure we give him less time to
2,
prepare
3
next
plus
time,
2.
y'all.
True.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
actually playing Friday and then Sunday and then
Ironically,
Wednesday again.
I actually prepared less than I normally do because I'm trying to not to. So the actual save is a 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is 10, which does fail. So the damage is 1d4. What's that? Sorry, a lot of freaking math. Oh, 1d4. So, he does take 1 point of piercing damage
That's fine.
from the bear trap.
I just want him to be in a bear trap.
And he would have to make a strength save to get out of the bear trap.
Yeah. and then-
FYI.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use my movement to run.
Yeah, I bet you are.
And
Could you theoretically manipulate the Kenku to just like have like an arm or a leg trapped in it to make it totally useless?
well, I put him chest first. I don't know if I can do better than that. 30, 35, 40. I am hopping over that ledge.
Okay.
Let me double check that that's all my movement. I'm pretty sure I only moved 40. Yes, I only moved 40, so I'm going over here. After shoving him into a bear trap, I'm scooting.
Just scooting.
Scoot.
Mother truck, dude. I have not had Birdard do anything. I kind of forgot he was there. My bad.
He's in shock of his best buddy getting stabbed through with a whatever.
Honestly, yeah. And this is where I admit that I'm not the world's greatest DM.
You hush.
I'm just close. So I tell you what, I'm gonna give him a turn. Let me let him do something.
Are you just a tribute?
I'm just a tribute.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead last in initiative. Nice job, buddy. I even rolled his initiative, and it's a 6.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. But here we are. Not for him, at least. So he's going to listen to you guys and run. 15, 20, 25, 30. Giger, you make a friend. That is gone. That is gone. That brings it to Dannison. What would you like to do? A lot of mechanics this session. Daggum.
Yeah.
Can you roll another fight thing for me? Because I
Yeah,
think
I sure
I'm gonna
can.
do that.
I
Hopefully
sure
it's
can do
not
that.
a 0 damage. It gets to the point with advantage.
Okay. I have great news. You don't have advantage yet, but you are doing at least 1 damage if you hit him. Which you do.
Yay!
Woo.
You go for like these ooh lips. Hold on. The only mental image I have of this is you have like ooh lips, and then it just transitions to teeth. They just like pop out. So you bite down on this creature and deal an extra 1 piercing damage. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You're not attached. It's just funny thematically.
And if I try and move away, I get attack of opportunity.
Yes, that is correct.
I probably should have just moved because Big Daddy Xothkug is right there.
Big Daddy.
I mean, I'm assuming in jackal form I can't cast any other things, so I think I'm good.
You cannot cast things in jackal form, unfortunately. Well, fox form, but still. Same.
In fox form, correct. Yes. So
Same bat, different preference.
I think I am good.
Okay. That brings it to Ondo. What would you like to do?
I think Ondo has to disengage, head up north, and use a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Oh, come on. Let me do things.
Do the things, boy. Do the things.
Oh.
Do you need me to move for you?
Oh, he disappeared.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, there it
Oh.
is. Oh, there it is. That's all
I
we
don't
can
think-
think
I
without
don't-
DMCA.
What are you people doing here? That is accurate. I love the delay on that. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
It's more funny seeing Luke laugh about it.
I need an Ondo.
Guys, I'm in tears.
Oh, hey guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Welcome
buddy.
back.
So you are stowing your axe, and Hunter's marking the one by Mafuyu.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, you missed the spicy gift.
Yeah, that's what you get when you just buy the Surface Pro and not a real laptop. So let that be a lesson.
Yeah, that's a
You
mood.
get
That's a
spicy
mood.
moments with your friends the one night a week you get to have free time when you're a new parent.
This is what happens.
Great.
Now, have you learned your lesson?
I think so.
Good. That's what matters. So yeah, you stow your axe. You have no actions, so you're end of your turn.
Mhm.
Okay, delicious. That brings it to these guys. Dannison,
Yes.
I've got some news.
Again.
I need you to make a bite attack.
Launch.
I'll do it for you. Because I mean, unless you don't want to take an attack of opportunity, because these spicy folks, it is entirely your choice.
I mean,
But these, go ahead.
no, I guess I was just confused in terms of why. So he's like
So
peacing out.
yeah, they're
So I
running,
get-
and I was doing it more comedically, but they are going to try to leave engagement, so I do need an attack of opportunity from you, please. I kind of assumed that you guys would just like trust me that I know what I'm doing, but I see now that I was incorrect. I think I have to roll your bite still. I'm gonna do that.
Yes. But who put noted in the tabletop?
You did. Can't you see?
I did not write note. Did I write noted?
All
I don't
day,
think I
all
wrote
day.
noted. Did someone else write noted?
Yes, it was me.
Okay.
It's Danister.
It's the
Don't
amount
mess
of
with
I
him
play.
can't
this
be
late
doing
at
this
night,
right
okay?
now.
You unfortunately aren't able to quite sink your jaws into this creature as it walks, as it leaves your engagement and starts running for the tree line. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mifuyu is a real heel biter.
Yeah.
This ones are gonna go over here.
Wait, heel biter as in like bites heels of people's feet, or like heel biter as in my bites don't do damage and rather when I bite someone they heal,
Yes.
as in HEAL. It seems like
This guy is going to
Whatever
be
you'd like. Honestly, that should be your new bardic inspirations now. It's just looking real cute as a fox.
Strength check.
Oh, I thought you were talking about biting people.
That too. I mean, take it how you want.
Okay. Brings it to our spicy friend here. Oh. Who left Mifuyu all alone? So, Tay, what's going to happen?
Okay.
Listen, I'm not the one that left a literal fox alone in a field. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nice. They're going to do their trampling charge.
Oh no.
Mifuyu, I really need a strength saving throw from you, please. And that does come up your
That's
jackal
like my
stats.
worst one.
Especially because it's not even your stats anymore, it's the jackal stats. So not only is it your worst one, it's like it's worth one. Oh, it's some. Sheesh.
Can I roll that on mine or not?
Nah, it's you're in your jackal form, which means you get its stats, which is the same as yours actually. But
And you get a +1.
oh, you get a +1.
So, what do I roll? Wait, am I rolling or are you rolling?
I rolled it for you. You're good to go because you can't roll off your jackal stats. So you're good to go. You did roll a 14 plus the 15. I do have a bit of an echo too, if we could watch that. Total of 15, so you aren't knocked prone. However, yeah, it's going to attack you. So it's going to run past you, do an arc around you. Is anybody using not a headset? If so, can
I'm
you
not.
for just a second because I am getting a feedback. What
I'm
is
not,
that?
but I have you on mute. I'm on mute.
Interesting. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh well. I guess we'll figure that out later. But it's coming around, going to make a hoof attack against Dannison as it passes, and then have fun with Giger, I think, is what's going to happen here.
Oh boy. Boy,
So let's say. Ooh. Okay. You all watch as. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to happen here. Dannison, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling pretty feisty? Like, if you had to rate your feistiness on a scale from 1 to 10.
Can I rate that scale of 1 to 18?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm at an 18.
18. So 18 is your feistiness level.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay.
Take half damage because of warding bond, if that's what's coming up.
No, I know what's going on.
Okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
So let me tell you what happens. Ando, you watch this lumbering creature. I mean, Mifuyu is just a silver fox at this point, like knuckle high to a grasshopper. And this thing just barrels towards them, lets out this trumpeting elk cry, and tramples over Mifuyu. And you watch them just like roll under hoof of this creature as it turns and faces Giger. And Ando, you're the first person to realize that in this trample, Mifuyu wasn't being trampled. Mifuyu latched on and bit the ankle of Xothkug as it does this arc, and is just like flailing behind one of the hoofs, just held
get him,
on
little ankle
as
biter.
tight as possible.
Yep.
Is Mifuyu okay?
And
You have not
I
taken
don't know.
damage.
Is Mifuyu
Oh.
okay?
Oh.
No, you survived. It was a failure on Xothkug's part. That you were feisty and did very poorly, and you actually, I want you to know that's actually the most effective bite you've done this whole game. You dealt 3 damage.
Wow, good job.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was expecting that 0 again. You're gonna be right here. I'll put you right there.
which leg is he on? Which leg
like
is he on?
the front right.
I like it.
Giger, you
Oh.
watch as this thing levels its gaze towards you and lets off this soft chopping sound at you and just stares. And that is its turn, which brings it to your turn, Giger. What would you like to do?
I am going to move one to right there.
Okay.
But the entire time, Giger is walking with Dao's sword that he got from Dao in his hand and facing Xothkug, and just quietly walking and staring at Xothkug, because this is the first time that he's had Xothkug in front of him since they became, since he took his pact in the first place. Every other time has been mostly in dream form. So just kind of taking in the strangeness that now, instead of being pulled into Xothkug's world, Xothkug is kind of manifested into ours.
And I would add, too, this is the first time Xothkug has been seen on this plane of existence. Just FYI, because even the first time that you saw Xothkug, you didn't see their physical form. You saw the devastation that they wrought.
True.
So this is your first time being not only face-to-face, but having a clear view of Xothkug, because even every other time, you've seen bits and glances. You've never seen this. Jeff, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I think I'm just going to kind of stay, and I would say I'm going to hold my action where I am at with Dao.
Okay.
And just kind of stand and see what happens here, I guess.
Okay. That brings it to, then, Nice. What would you like to do? You're kind of like on the back flank of Xothkug watching this face down take place.
Yeah. Criminy. Do it. I can't. I could, but I don't want to. No.
What?
Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself if that's what you're asking about. I think Dice is gonna move just 30 feet this way. And that'll take my spirit guardians with me.
Okay.
That won't hit him. Will it hit him again? Because it's not his first time entering the spirit guardians.
It is a fresh round.
His fresh
So,
shell
yes.
will hit him. Okay. Oh, okay.
And that's a dex save on their part?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, but Dice is just gonna hold steady and... no, Xothkug is before me. Shit.
14 on the wisdom save.
That makes it. My DC is 14.
Okay. What's the damage on that guy?
One sec. Actually, let me double check. Pretty sure. Yeah, that makes it. Do. Oh. That's radiant damage. Half that.
Okay.
I don't.
I decide.
Who goes after me?
It's gonna be down.
It's gonna be Dow. Okay.
It's gonna be down.
You got
Can
one
I-
up.
I'm gonna one shot.
Can I hold my action to see
trying
what
to
Dow
blind him.
does?
You have to hold for a trigger. Like you can't just like postpone your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use the dodge action.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
feels right.
Okay.
And Dice is just gonna take out their halberd and stand ready for what's gonna happen next.
Down brings it to you.
Whack!
Okay. You're gonna run up and hit it.
Yeah. I believe I had advantage because Mufuu used flanking.
Yep. 22 hits. 5 damage.
Holy.
Okay.
I have 2 attacks. That's both of them.
Both.
Your
That's
Honor.
both. That's both.
That's both, Your Honor.
Okay. You, like, watching everybody go into the stalemate, you just run forward and immediately start slashing at it, just trying to take whatever you can get. And you watch as this thing kind of like looks down at you with its just little hands dangling, just kind of loose, seeing what you're doing. Anything else?
Checking. Oh, my weapon is magical now. I need that.
Okay.
Okay, that's all. Yep. That's it. I just will run up. I hit him a few times.
Okay. Yeah, you bob him. You bob
Bob it.
him. You bob it so good. So
Missed
good.
Turn it.
Yeah, don't worry. Next turn's when I try to blind him, but I one-shot him.
it.
Dope. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Anything else in your turn?
No, Captain.
Okay. That's going to bring it to Birdar's turn. He's going to run in and try to hit him, because I think that's what Birdar would do, seeing your lead.
Fire fools.
Well, we'll see. Oh, I apologize. That's the wrong damage there. Now that we have this, I can just grab that guy and... Beautiful. Okay, that brings it to Mifuyu. What would you like to do? You've just tasted a little bit of Xothkug. You were on the ground next to Xothkug's right hoof, the right front hoof. What would you like to do with your turn?
I don't know. I'm gonna... Okay, so if I turn back... I think I'll probably still go back. I will just continue biting at him.
Okay.
Continue with my uwu biting.
Let me pull that up for you.
And with advantage, correct?
You do have advantage,
A one,
which is
either with plan tick or pack tactic, either or.
very lucky that you have advantage. You went from a 1 to a 19.
Hey.
Woo!
But you do deal 3 points of damage as you heck and chomp on him. That brings it to, unless you have anything else, that brings it to Ando.
I think I'm still just gonna keep nipping at him.
Okay, sounds good. Ando, what would you like to do?
Chomp the chomp, man. Alright, I think I am going to probably move 30 feet north, followed by a bonus action first. I'm going to use Hunter's Mark on Zothi Boy.
Okay.
Followed by a couple attacks, and we'll see what kind of damage we can apply.
We shall see. Okay, is that damage or? Okay. I have a question for you. Ando, you have seen your rolls.
Does it have to deal with why those values are different? Yes. I will say, for the sake of my stream here, I'm getting through all the rolls ahead of time and kind of like queuing up what I'm doing.
I'm just saying, if you want to invoke the blood dice,
fucking give me 3 blood dice, man.
So that will take the last 2 of our blood dice for the session.
Love to see.
Oh, it's per session.
Oh yeah, per session. You can use something.
Yeah, I'll use them both.
Roll 2d6s. I will tell you, I'm straight up. You will not hit, but you're avoiding crit fails if you do this, because it's 2 crit fails in a row. It's up to you.
Yeah.
We're doing it? Okay.
That sucks.
Okay. Good to know. Unfortunately, your attacks, you pull it back and go to let's not do that. Hold on. You pull your bow back and go to fire, and feel your bow almost like crack and give just a little bit, and release just enough, just by some divine inspiration, to launch your arrow. And you watch your arrows go a little bit wide, but you've avoided catastrophic damage to your bow. Anything else in your turn?
I think that's going to have to be it. That's a double crit fail, so
Yeah, so that's a double whammy right there, buddy.
I think,
Snake eyes.
so I think I'm going to go get a water. Back.
I get
I'm going to
it.
go scream into the void.
That brings it to these guys. You're going to do that. And good old Xothkug. Yeah, I think what's going to happen here,
He starts his turn in Spirit Guardian, so he takes more damage.
he's already taken damage this round. No, that was last round, so he does take more damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
Well,
all means.
he has to roll a save still.
Wisdom save. That's correct. Saving throw is a 5.
That fails.
You
15
sound so
radiant.
proud.
You know, I'm just standing here, hoping that none of us die, because I don't have a diamond. So.
There's this moment when playing
like a villain.
a benevolent entity, when you have to look at who's dealing the most damage and what the biggest threats on the board are.
Yep.
I think those diamonds right now in this moment are probably the least of your concerns, because I tell you what this guy's going to do. He's going to turn around, and he's going to come at you, and he's going to attack. And luckily, because everybody's ganked up on him, he's not even going to have to leave his area of engagement. So that's going to be... You are dodging, it gives disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Barely.
This entity comes up and just lowers its head and runs at you and just pushes into you with its antlers. It's not quite the kind of thing that gores an entity such as yourself, but it deals a hefty amount of damage to your torso, dealing 10 damage for this one. And then it's going to make a claw attack as well.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't hit, unfortunately. And that is its current turn. That brings it to this guy who's going to continue to do things that you guys aren't going to see. Okay. That brings it to Giger. What would you like to do? You watch as Xothkug turns around, like realizing that you're not going to do anything, turns around and attacks Dice. What are you doing, Giger?
I am going to man. I think it would be one of those things where Giger would look over to Ondo and for a split second almost go that way, but then decides to charge back towards Xothkug because, I mean, you know, he started this thing. Might as well help end it. No, but you know.
Okay.
So I think Giger will run over, let's see, 5, 10 to here. And I'm going to I'm gonna whack him.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I almost did Eldritch Blast. That's funny.
Is it? 16. Double check here. 16 does not, unfortunately, hit.
Cool. I'm going to yell at everyone. You cannot kill him. There is no reasoning or victory in this. We need to run.
Okay. You watch as Giger goes to swing down at this thing with his new-ish sword. And it's just it's like this. Is it answer this, Giger? Is it a moment of hesitation that causes you to miss, or just him straight up just being able to know where you're coming and know you so intimately that he just gets out of your way?
Oh, it's hesitation. It's Giger remembers exactly what happened last time he swung at Xothkug. So the fact that he's turned around and decided to swing at him with everyone else is enough. But yeah, he is. Giger is shook, as it were.
He be shooketh.
Oh yes.
That is going to bring it to Dice's turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so how exactly am I situated in Xothkug's space?
Right in front of him.
Right. Okay, so I'm not. So he's rammed me, but I'm not attached to him in
No.
any sort of way.
Not yet.
Excellent. Not yet. Great. That was a great thing for you to say, Kyle.
You asked.
I did ask. Okay. God, I really want to do what Giger tells me to do. I really want to do what Giger tells me to do.
What your character would do?
I know. I think Dice just keeps reflecting back on the conversation that they had with Giger in the alleyway, where Giger asked Dice to trust him this time about Xothkug since he trusted Dice about how he should leave Xothkug, and is going to do what Giger says. And I'm gonna move 5, 10. Is picking up Mafuyu an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're carrying a creature. Technically, it'd be
She's so
some
small,
kind of a
though.
grapple check. But I'm not going to make you do that.
Okay.
It's not like necessarily grappling, but it would have your movement because you're carrying another player. But it's a fox.
Right. Can't be an action.
It's almost as pocket-sized as Giger.
And disengage is an action as well.
What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? I think Dice is more concerned about Mafuyu's safety. So Dice is going to pick up Mafuyu.
Okay.
And so that was 5, 10. And start moving towards Ando. 20, 30. So theoretically would end up here. But I assume that our friendly lad is gonna try to hit me as I leave.
100%.
Cool.
What is your armor class? I have a 17 to hit.
19.
Okay. You
Okay.
pick up Mafuyu and book it.
Oh, okay.
I do not resist.
If I can take diagonals, then I can do 5, 10, 15. Oh, wait,
Diagonals
no,
are 5, 10, 5.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So every other diagonal takes 10 feet of movement.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
So it'd be
25.
5,
Yeah, so I'll just go straight ahead.
20. Okay.
And I'll end up where I guess this corpse is.
Okay.
And I'll look at Giger as I run past, and I go, "I'm trusting you on this one. You better get out of here."
That brings it to down.
Dow's gonna move over here. I'm gonna heal as my action with this cool ability. Question, Kyle. May I use more than one key point to heal a round? It doesn't say that. It doesn't specify.
Coming from?
It's one of my maneuvers. It says for every one key used, which makes me think that I can use it for however much key I have left, but I wanted your ruling.
Yeah, which maneuver is this?
This is Rejuvenation.
Rejuvenation. I'll tell you what, boy, this thing is harder to find.
It is on page 49.
Way early.
I made sure I had it up for you.
Oh, you are more.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hello? Everything went dark for a moment. I'm back. Kyle, what's your ruling? May I use multiple key points? Oh, I can't hear Kyle. Hold on.
I can't hear him either.
yet. He's going to look at you and he'll say, I'll hold him off for now. And he's going to attack unless somebody tells him to run. Well, he's going to try because he's not very good at it, as it turns out.
See, between me and the guy who just missed, we're doing great, Captain.
We're doing great. It's going to be fine. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. You have multi-attack, sweet boy. Yeah, you do. Let's try that again. No, let's... Okay. Well, you tried. Can't say I didn't try. But with a 13 and a 16, that is a hard no. On the bright side, that does bring it back to Mafuyu's turn. You are currently being cradled by a stone statue.
I think what kind of sounds do foxes make?
They actually make kind of a chittering sound a lot of the times. They have a couple of different yelps they can do.
They bark.
Is that what the
and they
fox
bark.
Like
do?
dogs.
So I feel like Mafuyu is going to kind of like bark at Xothkug while like just kind of like being held by Dice, and I'll probably end up licking Dice. Just give like them
Cool.
a couple of licks of like, thanks for bringing me with ya. And then I'll probably leap and kind of get to a farther range, just knowing that they're trying to bring me away. So I'll probably just kind of like move as far as I can.
Are you staying in their arms or are you jumping out?
No, I think realizing what they're trying to do for me, I'll probably end up moving closer to Ondo.
Okay.
And then, yeah, just essentially just keep yapping at Xothkug from a distance.
Okay. Yeah, you turn around, like, yap at this creature that's kind of just, like, watching you guys go at this point. Like, its attention is kind of on what's ahead of them, and also, like, looking and seeing what's going on as you guys are running away. Interesting. This is your first time in your fox form, and you're really, like, diving into your animalistic tendencies here. But you kind of, like, skitter past. I think you have 30 feet of movement as a folks.
Yes.
Let me double check. 40 feet of movement, for the record.
40.
Ooh, speedy.
Oh, speedy Gonzalez.
So you can actually go. You can actually go past Ondo if you'd like to.
I'll move here.
Okay. That brings it to Ondo. What would you like to do? You're also muted. I don't know if you know that, Ondo. Are you still here, buddy? Can everybody else hear me still? I know we've been having some
Yes.
tech issues tonight.
I'm here.
I can hear Kyle.
Okay.
Now I can hear Ondo.
What are we
I'm
doing,
here.
buddy?
Okay. Yep, I'm going to bounce over a little bit to the right to get a line of sight on our buddy here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to take some shots.
Do it.
And I just want to ensure... let me see. Yep. The mark is on... Cool.
He still does have punches mark because I don't think you've lost concentration on that.
So we'll go... 20, 25, 30. We'll kind of cut this way.
Okay.
And we'll do some shootings. Be great.
Okay, and it does extra damage for the mark of the hunter's mark. Thank you. And then once the Colossus Slayer.
Okay, I'm back. So,
Okay.
yep. So 2 of those are Hunter's Mark damage, and then one of them is Colossus Slayer.
Okay. Yeah, you pull back and fire 2 arrows, kind of like correcting your aim from your past 2 shots, and watch as they sink into the forward flank of Xothkug. Anything else?
I think I moved 30, so I think that's it.
Okay. That is going to bring it to everyone's favorite Porcupine's turn. And they are going to grab... Yeah, let's do a hoof attack on that.
Am I moving the Spirit Guardian radius? I'm not sure if it actually hits him this round. No. Okay.
It does not. Also, and then he's going to do a not great. Okay. You watch as Giger high or low?
Ooh. A terrible game you've given us,
I
Kyle.
love this
Terrible,
game. I
terrible
love this game.
Low.
Low?
Flip a coin.
Giger, Xothkug has missed an attack against you.
Ooh.
What do you think happens?
Okay.
Does it hit someone else?
A brilliant light comes down, and I get a new patron.
The lady
No,
descends
that's not what
from the heavens.
I'll tell you what does happen. I've heard some good input here, and I think what's going to happen here is somebody right next to you. You watch as a key, first of all, slashes at Verdor, and then comes to stamp at you with its heel. And you do this thing where you put your new sword up and try to deflect him off to the side, and he does miss. And you watch that hoof come down right next to Dao, and just about take him out and smash him. He doesn't deal any damage, but yeah, he almost smoshed one of your friends.
Fun.
Yeah, very, very, very fun. Well, depends on your outlook. That brings you to your turn, Giger. What would you like to do?
Let's see here. So, I think first things first, Giger is going to look to Birdar and order him retreat. And then very quickly after, as in run for your life. And then I can't leave without getting an attack of opportunity on me, right?
In theory.
In theory.
Can you disengage?
Sure
still?
can.
I was gonna say go ahead and disengage.
Okay. That will take your action. You
Yep.
should have 30 feet or 25 feet of movement.
Right. In theory. 15. There we go.
Anything else?
I'm going to call back, Dow, run now.
Dow will nod towards you.
That brings it to Dice.
That's me. All right. Following commands for once in their life. Why is she all the way over there? Okay. Dice is
Was the why is she over all the way over there in terms of Mafuyu?
yeah.
Yeah, she licked you and was like, "I get
And
what
just-
you're trying to do. I'm gonna hop away."
And just booked it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Dice is gonna, I guess, cut through the middle of between Mafuyu and where Giger and Ando are, just to be in the middle of things. And Dice is going to dash. Because running is the name of the game right now.
Says you.
So, well, says me. But I am not God in these lands, so
No, Xothkug is.
Xothkug is right now. Yeah. Okay.
What are we doing?
I'm just trying to find the most move efficient way to get away, while still staying with the group, which is a little bit awkward.
I mean, if you're dashing, nobody else is dashing yet. That's kind of the issue.
Oh, that's true. I guess I don't have to dash. Fine. 30. Okay, I'm gonna move 30 and get to here.
Okay.
And then I will take the dodge action.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'll kind of wave over to Mafuyu. Girl, don't you be getting too far. Come on now.
Okay. And that brings it to Dow. What are you doing?
Dow's going to yell to Birdar. Go on, do as the captain said. Leave. I'll cover your exit. He's gonna close his eyes and level his sword and take the dodge action.
Okay. I will ask one time.
Yeah.
You are certain?
Yeah, I'm absolutely positive.
Okay.
We're not going to leave this guy behind. Are you kidding
Okay.
me?
This guy is going to run over there. And, well, you are... So, okay, he's going to move on his turn, but you are just leveling your sword? Or attacking? What are you doing?
I'm leveling my sword and taking the dodge action.
Dodge action.
Good, sir.
Okay. Sounds good. That's going to bring it to Dannison. What are you doing?
I think I am going to transform out of my fox form.
Okay. Are you currently running?
I was going to transform and then run towards the group.
My question is, if you're currently moving, this is also still your first time transforming. So I'd like an acrobatics or athletics check to see how that goes.
Jeez.
Just because it's your first time doing such things, and you're doing such things in a high-stress
Gotcha.
environment.
I will. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I would be like moving. So
Okay.
I think so. I'll do a acrobatics check.
Okay.
Can I use one of my inspiration dice?
Sure can. You got a 7 right now. It's up to you. You don't have to. It's up to you.
I'm going to roll 1d6. Correct.
Okay.
9.
Brings you to a 9. As you transform, you feel like you start out on all fours and like try to get up to run, and like catch yourself and stumble just a little bit. It's gonna take like 5 feet off of your movement, but it's nothing crazy. You just gotta catch yourself and get up to a running position to continue running.
Gotcha. Okay. So technically that would bring me, if at max, 25, since my movement speed is 30. Okay. Yeah, I will move here. And so transforming my action, I will, and for my bonus action, I believe I can do Bardic Inspiration. I think I have more use, and I will use that for dice. So kind of like in that moment, I'll kind of glaze kind of past her type of thing, and then do my movement and place my hand on their shoulder, and grant her Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. That brings it to Ando. What are you doing?
Okay, so I think we're going to do a little moving. We're going to do a little shooting. And yeah, a little scooting. A little scooting, a little shooting.
Okay.
So we'll go 5 plus 10 is 15. And shooting. So let me get in.
That definitely hits. That does as well. You keep leveling shots as you're running forward, watching a couple shots hit. The arrows kind of like stick into his side as he's just at this point facing down. That is going to bring it to his turn. I'll tell you what. Dow, I would love for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do. Wisdom saving throw. It's not ideal.
It is not ideal. Dow, you look at this creature.
My eyes are closed. Does that matter? I did say they were closed last round.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you are in front of a creature of a very intense magnificence. And I'm going to say, Giger, for the purposes of this, first of all, we'll deal with the mechanic thing first. Dow, you are afraid. You are under the effects of the spell Fear.
Okay.
And you must take the dash action to move away from this creature by the safest available route on each of your turns until there is nowhere to move.
Yep.
If you end your turn at a location where you don't have the line of sight on Xothkug, you can make a wisdom save and redo this.
I think I have a thing, Kyle. Let me check. I would, but I am out of key, so it's fine.
Shame. So that's going to be that. That brings it to Giger's turn.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I would probably see Dow turning around and running at this point. Hopefully,
You're about to, yeah.
yeah. Berdar is running. I am going to go ahead and get up there.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I think that is it. Just continue that hasty retreat.
Okay. Dice, what are you doing?
Dice is going to continue booking it.
Okay.
So that feels right and good. Okay. I think Dice is just going to move 30 forward and take another dodge action.
Okay.
So it'll kind of be like square under this tree. Alright, good. Sometimes I collide with those kind of things, so there we go.
No worries. Brings it to Dow.
So it's the safest possible route. I assume I would disengage, unless I have to dash.
It says dash.
All right. Well, then I guess I'll take an attack of opportunity
You might.
in the most unsafe way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh my gosh, she's slow. Hold on. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay.
Sorry, man. It's the effects of the spell.
No, that's fine. I'm out. That's 80 feet.
Okay. At this point, let's do this real quick. You all book it into the tree line, and here, Dow, you're running. You hear Berdar like right next to you, just running. And as you're running, you hear the sound of these massive hoofs just hitting the ground and hitting the ground, hitting the ground. And they start to fade a little bit behind you as you just book it towards this field. And everybody runs for the tree line and just makes it past this barrier. And Giger, there's a moment, it's because everybody just keeps running. You look back. You don't see Dow. The rest of your party members are around you. Dow's kind of gone off a little bit of direction. For the purposes of mechanics, like next week, we'll start with you guys being you're not lost down. Just FYI, you went off a little bit.
Lost.
Well, I'm not going to make
gone.
you be lost.
Goodbye, guys.
Okay, Dow's done. He's left the party. The campaign's over for Dow. You don't know where he is. You left the dude. Survival checks to find the blinded. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Weeks later, wandering around blindfolded.
For sure. He's like, I one-shotted Xothkug. What are you talking about? But Giger, you take a step forward, just continuing to run, and look over your shoulder. And between the trees, you see Xothkug about here, looming over the form of Berdar Shakal, who was also under the fear compulsion. Who is, he's going to do all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great. You guys don't get to know everything that happens to that. But you watch as Xothkug rises up on its rear legs and just stretches itself up towards the sky. And the last thing you see as you disappear into the trees is Berdar on his knees, prone, in front of your former patron. and that is where the session will end. How you doing, guys? You okay? Yeah, everybody looks either really tired or really bummed out.
You know, this could have gone a lot worse, so I'm good. I'm happy about that.
But
Artemis is gone. The Kinkus theoretically have Artemis for whatever reason. Berdar might take a pact with Xothkug, which is, more minions of Xothkug isn't great. Giger,
Hooray!
I don't know what's happening to our angry little gnome friends.
I guess that's a question for next week, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the lady's always looking for new friends, so Dice is always here to recruit.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yes,
I am going to pop us out. Give me just a brief second. I'll be back in the chat with you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. We will be meeting again next week and continuing on the normal schedule after that. 7 to 9 with a little bit of it's like 6 to 9 Central Standard Time with a brief recap beforehand or technical issues, whatever goes on. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next week. Stone Dogs out.